Hi everyone, nice to meet you all.
In the heart of a vast green forest, there was a small squirrel named Sammy. Sammy was a lively, curious squirrel, but he had one big fear. He was scared of climbing the tallest trees. He would watch his friends, who would effortlessly scamper up and down the highest branches, wishing he could be as brave as them. One bright morning, as the sun peeked through the leaves, Sammy was playing near a gigantic oak tree. This oak tree was known to be the tallest in the entire forest. Sammy looked up at its towering branches, feeling a mix of awe and fear. "I'll never be able to climb that," he whispered to himself. Suddenly, Sammy heard a soft, kind voice. "Why don't you try, Sammy?" it said. Startled, Sammy looked around and saw a wise old owl perched on a low branch of the oak tree. The owl's feathers were a beautiful mix of white and brown, and his eyes shone with wisdom and kindness. "Who are you?" asked Sammy, his heart pounding. "I am Oliver, the wise owl," replied the owl with a gentle hoot. "I've seen you here before, looking up at this tree. Why don't you give it a try?" Sammy sighed. "I want to, but I'm scared. What if I fall? What if I can't make it to the top?" Oliver hooted softly. "Everyone feels scared sometimes, Sammy. Even I was scared when I was young. But you have to believe in yourself. The strength to climb this tree is already inside you. You just have to find it." Sammy looked at the tree, then back at Oliver. "But how do I believe in myself?" "Start small," Oliver suggested. "Climb a little higher each day. And remember, it's okay to be scared. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's about facing your fears." Encouraged by Oliver's words, Sammy decided to give it a try. He took a deep breath, his tiny paws trembling, and began to climb. He moved slowly, carefully gripping the bark with his claws. He climbed higher and higher, but as he looked down, fear gripped him. "What if I fall?" he thought. Just then he heard Oliver's voice. "You're doing great, Sammy. Keep going." With renewed determination, Sammy continued climbing. He reached a low branch and paused to catch his breath. "I made it this far," he said to himself. "Maybe I can go a bit higher." Day by day, Sammy climbed a little higher. Each time he felt scared, he remembered Oliver's words and pushed himself to go on. He slipped a few times but managed to catch himself. His confidence grew with each climb, and soon he was halfway up the tree. One day, as Sammy was climbing, he heard a commotion below. Looking down, he saw his friends gathered at the base of the tree, cheering him on. "You can do it, Sammy," they shouted. Their support filled Sammy with a new sense of courage. "I'm going to make it," he thought. With his friends and Oliver's encouragement, Sammy climbed higher and higher. The branches got thinner and the wind blew stronger, but Sammy didn't give up. He kept his eyes on the top of the tree, determined to reach it. Finally, after what felt like hours, Sammy reached the very top of the oak tree. He looked out at the forest below, feeling a mix of exhilaration and pride. "I did it!" he shouted. The view was breathtaking. He could see the entire forest, from the sparkling river to the rolling hills. The sky seemed bluer and the air felt fresher. It was a moment Sammy would never forget. As he basked in his achievement, Oliver flew up and perched beside him. "I'm proud of you, Sammy," said the wise owl. "You believed in yourself and you did it." Sammy beamed. "Thank you, Oliver. I couldn't have done it without your encouragement." "Remember this feeling," Oliver said. "Whenever you face a challenge, remember that you have the strength inside you to overcome it. Believe in yourself and you'll achieve great things." Sammy nodded, feeling a newfound confidence. He climbed down the tree to his waiting friends, who greeted him with cheers and pats on the back. "You were amazing, Sammy," they exclaimed. From that day on, Sammy was known as the bravest squirrel in the forest. He helped his friends conquer their own fears, always reminding them to believe in themselves. Sammy never forgot Oliver's words and faced each new challenge with courage and determination. Years passed and Sammy grew older and wiser. He often looked back at the giant oak tree with fond memories, remembering the day he conquered his fear and discovered his inner strength. And whenever a young squirrel felt scared or unsure, Sammy would tell them his story, passing on Oliver's wisdom and the lesson of believing in oneself. And so the story of Sammy, the brave squirrel, lived on, inspiring generations of forest creatures to face their fears and believe in their own abilities. For in every heart, no matter how small, lies the power to achieve greatness. Moral of the story: believe in yourself and you can overcome any challenge. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the determination to face it. With support and self-belief, you can achieve great things.
Hey everyone! If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button and join our community for more great content. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for your support.